Good day, Marina receiving.
Just for show.
In the last episode, we prepared our boat in Whangarei for the winter stop or summer stop. We brought the sail to the sailmaker to do some maintenance for some shaving that we had, and we put the boat on the poles. We actually planned to go home for 3 months for Christmas and seeing family and friends and doing other stuff. But in the end, it became a little bit longer because our son, he was going to marry, not in June, but he had a good reason to bring the marriage forward to March. We escaped from the bad weather in Holland, went to Portugal, were invited by friends in Spain for New Year. We went skiing and did a lot of nice stuff. And when we were in Lagos, it was a coincidence. Mark posted some photos of the big storm that was smashing against the entrance of the harbor. And then Antoine and Justine from Lady M immediately reacted, "Are you in Lagos? I recognize these piers." And we went over for a drink with them. Actually, they're going to join the Gliwo from New Zealand to Australia to make some media coverage. After we drove to Spain for New Year, we also went to Outremer and had some discussions about our future. And afterwards we drove to Miribel to go skiing, and it was such a coincidence, but there were 5 boats of the Gliwo actually in the same skiing area, so we had a good time together. Also, Elise joined us with her boyfriend by plane from Innsbruck. They landed on the famous Courchevel airport and joined us for several days. In January, we went to Boot Düsseldorf. It was so good to see Benjamin again. It was nice to be there with Mark and Mirella from the Speckaint. And we had a lot of discussions with AST about the AST tender, about improvements, and I think these guys are very proactive. It was so good to see all these old friends again and to have a party in the evening. And then Nina also joined us. And actually I can announce now that she's going to join us for more than 6 weeks over the Indian Ocean.
Hi guys, probably you remember me. I'm the female pilot from Austria who joined Mark and Marijke on their last big ocean crossing from Fiji to New Zealand. Unfortunately, I'm not able to join Mark and Marijke in the next couple of weeks or probably months. And unfortunately, I had a ski accident, and therefore skiing season was over for me because now I have to wear this splint. I wish Mark and Marijke all the best for the next crossing, and I'm looking forward to stay in touch with them. And I'm also looking forward for their next videos and postings on social media. So all the best, Mark and Marijke, and I keep my fingers crossed for you.
We were very worried in Holland when we saw on the news also that there was going to be a big cyclone in New Zealand. And actually the eye of the cyclone went straight over Whangarei, where our boat was located. It were some scary hours, but the boat is completely fine.
Look at how high the water is with all the rain and a high tide here. There's all kinds of trees running down.
And then we got an announcement from our son, and that was one of the reasons why we had to stay a month longer in Holland.
Kijk even naar de camera. In plaats van naar mij.
Proost bereik.
Proost jongens! De boot is echt verschrikkelijk smerig, dus we gaan hem gelijk maar even aan de overkant leggen. Left the film. So Mark brought the small dinghy back, trying to clean this mess. The lines were so dirty.
Thursday morning on Saturday. Yesterday we've been traveling for about 2 days from Amsterdam, Singapore, Sydney, Auckland, and yesterday we arrived at low tide and no wind. So we were back there between the pools. We're on the blue boat. We can clean the boat today. The sail's already up. Manu did that when we were away. We plan to check out on the 28th for New Caledonia. The captain is double checking.
Oh, is die boot schoon, Mark? Hoe heb je dat snel gedaan?
Bye bye, vangerij!
Zijn hier een tijd geweest? Oh, ik had echt niet gedacht dat we nu al zouden vertrekken. Unbelievable how hard Mark worked, and we already took off to Opua within a day after we arrived in Whangarei. Now we will be in time to catch up with the Clivo fleet and go together with them to New Caledonia. When we motored down the river, we found out that there was a lot of vibration in the boat. So at the end of the river, Mark went into the water and cleaned the props and the rudders.
Couple of patches against chafing.
Krijg je het eraf of is het moeilijk?
We will probably anchor where we anchored before to Takaka on our way to Opua. And the briefing is still on the 27th, so it makes sense to arrive on Sunday. We're going almost straight into the wind, so put the main up just to check whether everything's okay. Zijn we eruit?
Ja.
Oké, gaan we weer lekker slapen dan. Hè?
Ja, dat was even beter met z'n tweeën. We had a typical jet lag still, 12 hours time difference between Holland and New Zealand. 3 o'clock in the night we woke up and then Mark said let's just continue. But it was still a little bit difficult to go out of the bay. So I went out of bed to help him and then later on I could go back again.
Finally there's even some wind. And from the right direction. Instead of straight in our nose. Marijke is untangling the halyard. This is caused by the winches, the self-tailer of the winch. it makes the line twist itself. Ultimately this will get the top of the halyard, the double line twisted. So every now and then we have to turn it manually, and then it's easier to hoist. Well, the wind is very variable here from the rock at Cape Breton. So Marijke is steering manually. And in the meantime, Stefan Dener from the after sales service, it's Saturday today, Saturday evening, but he helped me to solve the problem that we had after conserving the water maker when we were away. It wasn't rinsing, but in the meantime it does. It serves again. Happy. Because without a water maker, we don't want to cross the ocean. Hole in the rock.
In het ergste geval lig je te drijven tot er wel wind komt. We hebben eten en alles genoeg aan boord.
Yeah. We still have some hull cleaning to do today. But I have some hull cleaning to do today. But I don't mind that we are a couple of hours later and it gets the chance to warm up a little bit. It's not warm here at night. It's pretty cold actually. Well, the wind shifts 30-40 degrees every time here around these rocks. Nice and warm in the sun. Whoops. Go back again. Whoopata. This looks like a nice spot to clean the hull. Good choice, Baba Mama. Daar is. Weet het daarvoor?
Oké. Koud?
Het is niet erg warm hier. Clean. Now we return to Marina in Opor. The briefing is tomorrow for the crossing to New Caledonia. There's even somebody coming to have a look at the 55 all the way from Auckland tomorrow morning. We didn't bring the main up again. The wind turned and increased a little bit, so the code 0 will take us into the marina. So we go in front of Ink, the blue mast-top. So we even got some new stuff. We got this one from Holyland. And it starts already okay because in the box with only one charger needed.
No, definitely she will not jump. So tell me, what do you think about it?
What do we think? The boat is amazing and it's actually much bigger and better than we thought it would be. How we envisaged it, it's just a portion of its beauty and yeah.
So what are we doing now?
We're going to refuel tax-free.
Tax-free. There's not a lot of paperwork involved, or just have to go to the marina office and get the VAT back. Second tank, they are connected, but this will go faster. No, the other one is full.
In the next episode we are going to cross to New Caledonia and we are going to visit the beautiful unspoiled island in the middle, which belongs to Australia, Norfolk Island.